In the previous video, we sat down and talked about Javier Zanetti and why so many people were confused about choosing him during the festive season campaign. Now, in this part 2, we are shifting away from defense completely and stepping inside the penalty area, because today we're talking about the goal poacher himself, Filippo Inzaghi. And before I say anything, let me be brutally honest. When this new Inzaghi card first dropped, I thought the same thing a lot of people thought. This is not the best version of him that eFootball has ever released. This was early Inzaghi. He hadn't won much that season. The stats looked underwhelming when you compared them to other legendary poachers we've already received. I even wrote him off mentally, thinking Konami just wanted to throw nostalgia bait at us. But here's where things get interesting. I didn't rush into this video. I watched multiple gameplay clips, breakdowns, analysis videos, TikTok gameplay showcases, even slowed down some sequences frame by frame, and honestly, I started to see him differently. That's when I realized the real value of this card doesn't pop off the page statistically. It reveals itself inside gameplay movement, inside rebounds, inside poorly defended second balls, inside those chaotic moments in the box where defenders hesitate for half a second. That's where this Inzaghi card comes alive. Now, a lot of comments and messages came in asking me to compare Inzaghi to the other free epic poachers we've been gifted in recent campaigns: Gabriel Batistuta, Michael Owen, and Bebeto. So, just like I did with Zanetti, I'm not going to sit here and tell you who to pick blindly. I'm going to break down what each striker does best and show you where Inzaghi fits into the conversation, because many people are about to waste their pick if they don't understand this clearly. Let's start with the raw surface comparisons people love to throw around. Statistically, Inzaghi has the highest attacking awareness among the four. That means his off-the-ball runs, anticipation, timing, and positioning inside the penalty box are algorithmically favored. But I'll be real with you, most players don't actually notice tiny differences of 2 or 3 points in attacking awareness. In real gameplay, what matters isn't the raw number. It's how consistently a striker reacts in scramble moments, and that is where Inzaghi earns respect. The man sniffs out rebounds instinctively. When the keeper parries the ball, he's already reacting while the defender is still turning. Something else people overlook: pacing. Inzaghi is faster than Batistuta, and in eFootball speed kills. The game engine rewards fast poachers because defensive AI recovery speed isn't always reliable. A 1-yard head start becomes a clean one-on-one. That tiny advantage matters way more than people think. And that's where Inzaghi quietly edges Batistuta, even if Batistuta looks more complete on paper. But here's the real plot twist. When you compare the 4 overall and look at who provides the most complete striking profile, especially for online matches where you need consistent finishing, reliable movement, and some level of ball control, Michael Owen is still king among the free epics. Owen has the explosive acceleration, deadly timing, and surprisingly strong finishing consistency under pressure. If you already have Owen, 9 out of 10 times you are not upgrading by picking Inzaghi. Owen offers the cleaner, more reliable total package for the modern meta. So the question everyone has been asking: do you really need Inzaghi if you already own Batistuta, Owen, or Bebeto? And the truth, if we're being unbiased and honest, is no. You do not need him at all unless you are specifically planning to run a 2-striker formation. In that case, Inzaghi becomes useful because he plays narrow, central, and stays alive inside the penalty box, rather than drifting wide or dropping into midfield like Bebeto sometimes does. But if you were thinking of replacing one of the big 3 with Inzaghi, you will be disappointed. One more thing that bothered me while reviewing the card: his kicking power is mid for a striker, and for a poacher that matters, because poachers need to convert rebounds quickly with power, especially when bodies are blocking the keeper. If the shot isn't forceful enough, defenders recover and clear the ball, so that mid-kicking power limits his finishing ceiling compared to Bebeto or Batistuta. Inzaghi is not mid, he's not trash, and he's not useless. But he is selective. His value depends entirely on how you plan to structure your front line. If you already have any of the 3 free epic poachers, especially Owen, there's no logical reason to pick him unless you want a partner striker for a dual threat attack. In the end, pick smart. Don't get baited by nostalgia and build your attack around your playstyle, not the player name. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.